It's time for our daily dose of Cope, and we have mini Masha Catnip at the news anchor's desk for the Leopards News Network. So many faces to get to today, so many stories to tell. One of our favorite segments is the Dear Don letters. We're going to start off with Cynthia Randall. She was commenting on this post saying, breaking, RFK Jr. says he will gut the NIH, CDC, FDA, and Department of Agriculture. Do you support this, yes or no? And to that, Cynthia says, absolutely. I highlighted this in yellow. Put it in your back pocket. You'll need this for later. And then this is important too. Usha Daly says, give me a thumbs up if you support this man. And here is Leon Scum smiling. And she says, love him. Thumbs up, totally. File that one away as well. Elon Musk News says, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the decision to shut down U.S. aid? And Cynthia says 100. She's like, let's go. Let's Doge everything. Now let's come into May. Here we got May 5th. We got a Dear Don letter saying, Dear Mr. President Trump, Dear Don, I'm a huge fan of yours. I voted for you and I believe in you. You have a kind heart. Oh my gosh, he has a kind heart, he does. During the Doge cleanup, a very important ovarian cancer trial was suspended. My daughter and I have a dear friend who is getting worse and needs hope. Please help her. I need to continue here. The cancer trial is at the Mayo Clinic. Please reconsider this and fund it. Our dear young friend is in desperate need. Thank you. But remember, back in November, she was all for gutting all of these agencies. She's thumbing up Doge and all the cuts. But now that it's affecting her, she needs dear Donnie to, show that he has such a pure heart. It's like if these people actually had some brain cells, maybe NIH could come back and research how these people have no brain, but they're still able to live like humans. I don't get it. All right, let's keep it moving. This was posted in the Leopards Ate My Face, and this person simply says, we warned you, because Charlie Ann Wright says, I'm not a Trumper, but I voted for him. And at this point, I'm starting to regret doing so. I see a move to try and consolidate power within the executive branch, kind of like a dictatorship or something, while trying to weaken the legislative and judicial branches by using intimidation tactics. Also concerned with the constitutionality of the formation of Doge. Yeah, while I agree with some of the things Trump has done, I do not believe in his tactics, his rhetoric of hate, and his idolatry of Putin. He had the rhetoric of hate ever since he's been on the scene, like forever. The idolatry of Putin was evident in his first term. His tactics have been silly since his first term, so I don't know why Charlie Ann Wright would still vote for him, even though she's not a Trumper. The way Doge came in to cut funding for the national parks and the national forests, it's all a tactic. They're trying to gut them so that private equity funds and companies can come in and swoop in and buy up these lands. It's obvious what they're trying to do. So this person, Paul, he's not here for it though. All right, so Paul says, I voted for Trump. However, the liquidation of public land flaunts the public trust. There are many problems with management of public lands, but they won't be solved by privatization. Protect your access to millions of acres of public lands. Call your congressman now and speak out, or else the wealthy land and financial interests will get control and you will be left without access to a resource of inestimable value. Is that a word? The rich want your public land. Don't let it happen. Make the call. Make them listen. Someone commented on his post saying, you voted for it. But then Paul said, no, I voted against an incompetent idiot and destructive policies. That is not what you voted against, because I highly doubt the person running against Donald Trump would have been doing this. I highly doubt that, Paul. Paul, this is literally what you voted for. You voted for an incompetent idiot, and this incompetent idiot does have destructive policies, the ones that you're trying to get people to call congressmen about, because it's literally destructing the land of inestimable value. Now, this story is kind of crazy. This man is a green card holder here in the United States. He's been here for 3 decades, and then he got arrested by ICE, and he was detained for 2 months, a legal green card holder. All right, so this article starts out with, his day started with selling a chicken coop. It ended in immigration detention. This is green card MAGA. So it says Sergei Kostyanyuk and Mary Loisate have been together for more than 20 years. Loisate was born in the United States, but Kostyanyuk is a legal permanent resident with a green card. He came to Spokane from Ukraine as a refugee more than 30 years ago when he was a child. Kostyanyuk has been in the United States for so long that they didn't think about his immigration status, and they never considered that he could be at risk for deportation. But as the Trump administration seeks to fulfill his campaign promise to deport millions of immigrants, people with all kinds of immigration statuses and visas are getting picked up. Immigration attorneys say that includes people like Kostyanyuk, who have green cards. So please keep in mind that they're not just going after the illegal, the violent people. They're not. But this person, green card MAGA. I'm not going to read all of that. I'm going to keep it pushing. Under this administration, it's not really about who has a serious violent conviction, says Amanda Ng, a supervising attorney with the Northwest Immigrant Rights Project, who's defending Kostyanyuk. They're not even looking at factors like danger. They're just picking people up and detaining them and kind of figuring it out later. This is Loisate and their 8-year-old child. Loisate and Kostyanyuk live with their 2 sons on the outskirts of Spokane. To make a living, they build and sell backyard sheds and chicken coops. Kostyanyuk builds the sheds and Loisate manages the business side. Their most popular model looks like a Western saloon. Everybody loves them. We do tons of them in every size. We actually put our whole day around it because that's how we make our money. That's how we live. When people came by to see the coops, Kostyanyuk went out to meet them. Then the exchange took an unexpected turn. A man holding a picture of one of Kostyanyuk's custom-made coops stepped out of the car and told him, "This is not exactly what I want. I'm from immigration. I'm here to arrest you." 2 more SUVs, both filled with immigration officers, arrived. Kostyanyuk was handcuffed and put in one of the vehicles. Then they told me they had Sergey, that they were taking him downtown to fill out some paperwork, and that he'll call me in 45 minutes and tell me what's going on, and then they left. Mary Loisate blames Trump for her partner Kostyanyuk's detention. She said that that's ironic because Kostyanyuk is a big Trump supporter. You should see his garage. There's nothing but Trump flags everywhere and posters everywhere. I took them all down out of the yard. I'm not happy about it at all. I was even trying to get this bumper sticker off. Among other things, Kostyanyuk has always liked Trump's immigration policies. He's against people coming in illegally. He thinks like if they're coming over here illegally, they should be sent back. He's been like, yeah, they should build that wall. He's just like, look what happens about all the drug cartels and everything. Kostyanyuk always said he didn't come to the U.S. illegally. He came here as a refugee. I don't think he thought he was included in all that. Okay, so something else that happened with this man, he went off and robbed a couple of people. He robbed them of some goods, took those goods and sold them at a pawn shop. He got arrested. He did some time, and it was not expunged, and that's probably why he was still on the radar. But the crazy thing is he came here as a refugee, and he doesn't see that other people are escaping violence or escaping whatever is going on in their country as being refugees of sorts. Many of these immigrants get over here and then they think, I did it the better way. They're doing it the sucky way. They're doing it the illegal way, when all of these people are literally seeking asylum and trying to have a better way of life. So these people pull the ladder up behind them, even though they came over here to escape terrible situations in their home country. Now I want to talk about this live social post. Trump says, I have spoken with my wonderful Secretary of Commerce, Howard Lutnick, and we agree that the Biden-Harris so-called Digital Equity Act is totally unconstitutional. It has the word equity right there. No more woke handouts based on race. The Digital Equity Program is a racist and illegal $2.5 billion giveaway. I'm ending this immediately and saving taxpayers billions of dollars. He doesn't know that it's equity because of, trying to level the playing field in rural areas. he's actually going to impact red areas by stripping this away because he has very little knowledge of what is going on. And so for some of the people that said Biden Harris didn't do anything, they were actually putting out infrastructure to help other people. And sometimes it did actually help red states. All right, I just wanted to put that out there. Join the conversation. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Wow.